In any democratic nation, rule of law is adhered to. But when you come to Nigeria, which seems to be practicing democracy, it is very, very unbelievable to understand and see every day that the Nigerian government always fail to obey court order.
And they're doing it because I'm in DSS. That's why if I said no idiots can try this rubbish, and they know it very well. They know it very well. And I suspect that some people in government are complicit. They are making money with insecurity.
Mr. Nnamdi Kanu has severally alleged that his detention at the DSS facility in Abuja is a means to some people's end. That is, some people are making a lot of money for keeping him in detention.
And I suspect that some people in government are complicit. They are making money with insecurity.
As well as call on federal government, if he is being released, the insecurity in the southern eastern part of the country will be a thing of the past. But the governments are not listening. And yesterday, His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi, the former governor of Anambra State and the presidential candidate of Labour Party at the 2023 general election, called on the president to release Nnamdi Kanu unfairly. According to him, he said, "I don't see any reason for his, Mr. Kanu, continued detention, especially as the court have granted him bail. The government must obey the court. We are in a democracy and we should not be doing things that are arbitrary and not within the law. The rule of law is an intricate asset that we must cherish and live with. I use this opportunity to plead with the federal government to ensure that all those who are in similar cases are released." He also expressed concern over the insecurity in the country. Mr. Obi stated that the primary duty of any government is to ensure the security of its citizens. The current situation in Nigeria, with frequent reports of killing, abduction, and other crime, is alarming and threatening to the stability of the nation. It is true that this government came on board and they said they were going to start, hitting the ground running and continue from where the last administration stopped. So looking at them not fighting insecurity and not obeying court orders and obeying, decisions from the judicial system is something that is not surprising to me. But however, let's not forget that Sowore was also arrested, detained, and charged to court for this, for the same offense, treasonable felony, and all of that. Sunday Igboho, at the other hand, had the same issue, in as much as Sunday Igboho case is quite different. Sunday Igboho and Nnamdi Kanu had the same situation, whereby they were demanding for a nation of their own. So if Sunday Igboho can be freed by this particular government, why holding on to Nnamdi Kanu? We have talked extensively on this channel regarding the presence of military personnel in the southeastern part of the country, where there is no any terror, there is minimal level of insecurity compared to the northeastern part of the country. But then you will see checkpoints and how people are being dehumanized in that part of the country, which is not necessary at all. And Peter Obi, for the first time since he started running for the president of this country, talking about the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Let's not forget that in 2019, before that election, when he was the vice presidential candidate to Atiku Abubakar on PDP platform, there was a time that they have to travel all the way to the United Kingdom, to discuss with Nnamdi Kanu, when Nnamdi Kanu was saying there will be no election in the southeastern part of the country. But then, all of a sudden, things changed and there were elections. So this thing is something that can be done amicably. Let's not forget how we got our independence. We never took gun and went to fight. It was under negotiation. So why don't you have the same negotiation? I have said this in time without number, that using the barring of the gun will not end. You only continue to compile issues for yourself. And that can be seen. Okay, fine. If Nnamdi Kanu is being kept at the DSS custody until he loses life, let's not forget what happened to Shekau, how Shekau died and he metamorphosed to what we're having today as Boko Haram. So you have been keeping Nnamdi Kanu. Samuel Ekpe is somewhere causing havoc here and there, making some unrealistic statements from Finland. And the government are also demanding to bring him back to Nigeria for justice, that he is causing confusion in the country. But that is not the case. You know, in as much as what he's saying is condemnable, but doing that will not solve anything. When you take down Samuel Ekpe, you have another person rising up, which may be even more terrible than both of them. Anyway, what do you make of this? Let's have a conversation in the comment section. Thank you for watching.